Good morning. Welcome to camp. Today we're going to do a little video on the tractor. I'm going to call it Tractor Talk. And I'll just show you the tractor and then I'll show you what we're actually doing. So, from here the tractor looks like a reasonable tractor. It's a oval, 50 horsepower, four-wheel drive tractor. It's electrics, nothing but garbage. The only thing electric on it that works is the starter motor and the hydraulic switch for the lifter. So let's have a look at the other side. We've seen the box blade before. Other than a couple of cracks in the back mud guards, looks pretty good, doesn't it? And the reason why we're here is I've got the loader off, and this is what the video is about. I've, as you can see there, got some serious cracks going on. It's been repaired once, and the cracks are extending around. Same over this side here. What I'm going to do this time is give them a really good weld with a decent welder. What it does need is it needs that front bar cutting off and a big plate putting in and then welded in thoroughly. But I'll do this weld. Last time when I welded it, I didn't pull any of the hydraulics out. I just welded it with a crappy welder. Let's have there are all the hydraulics. I've got a leak in this end seal here that drips on the exhaust, so I'll send that away and get some new seals put in it. But yes, I do give it a hard time. As you can see by the front of the tractor, it's certainly beaten up. The front grill's gone, it's all plastic. So I built this frame which bolts onto these lugs here on the front. And the reason it's in this condition is because I've done a lot of bush bashing with it. And what does it more damage than anything is pushing over small trees, leaning on the trees, extending the bucket high in the air, leaning on the trees and pushing them down. And it's putting far more strain up on this frame of this loader than it can handle. And it only breaks at the weakest link, all like all things. But anyway, I'll take you through a few of the repairs I'll do to it. And as I said, this will be a fair income weld repair, but it won't be a replacement repair. And if it happens again, I will cut through here, cut this right out, this section right out, and I'll put big doubling plates, 6mm doubling plates in there, fully weld them on and fully weld that box back on. All right, let's get going. Okay, so we've got these ground out now. A little hard to see because of the shadows, but as I come up on top there, you can see the crack line running down through the shadows and then comes back out. So that's prepped. It's only 4mm thick, these beams. They're not thick at all. And I've done this side here. You can see that I've welded up the crack, and then I come back and I've laid 4 or 5 welds into that joint. Now I've got to learn to lay off the loader. It's only designed to a certain limit. I always push things past the limits, but I've got to lay off it. But anyway, what I've got to do after I get this side welded up, get that side welded up, I've got to roll it over and then do the other two sides. Anyway, get back to you. Okay, so as we get going on this welding, I made a drastic mistake. I forgot to brace the end of the loader where it connects back onto the tractor, and you'll see at the end of the video where I struggle to refit the loader because it was an inch narrower than it was before I started. Rookie mistake, but it went together after a bit of pushing and pulling, but it made an interesting video in the wet. It was actually raining when I put this all back together. Certainly better. Yep, crack done. What I'll do now is I'll roll it over, I think. Roll it over. So what I did there was I just welded that crack up. And I'm going to roll it over on its side and so I can do a full down penetration welds. Okay, so I've done a full penetration weld on the crack, and now I'll build up both sides and back up into the fillet on that. That was a nice weld. So the welding rods I'm using are TC16s, 7116 low hydrogen, and you can see that they leave a nice shiny flux on it, and that flux should come away like that, just by itself. It should virtually pop off. That was more luck than anything, but just a little bit of a tap. See that it cleans up really well. That's a nice weld, that. A little bit in the corner there still. It's perfect. Perfectly clean. Nice weld. Now I'll come back. Probably only get half a run this time, and we'll put a fillet into here, and then we'll put another one down into here, and then we'll put another one into there. Okay, I've run out of rod. What we'll do is we'll clean that flux off before we move on. Give it a wire brush, then we can move on. Righto, nice weld. wire brush, and we'll lay another one. We'll lay another one down here, and then we'll lay another one up into it. And what I do here is you'll notice that the metal is right up inside that, so I just knock that flux off, just to expose the electrode. It starts much easier. Okay, and I always just take that little wrap around the corner. Bit hot yet. So that last weld there, there's a crack just developed here. Look at that. That crack was there. See that crack? That crack was there, but it wasn't showing up. It was until the heat distorted the metal. It's good. It's good. At least I can fix that. Righto, let's have a go at this. What I'm doing is a quick weld on it, just a quick. Not a full penetration, just a quick weld, just to seal it up. So that's sealed it up. Now I've got a bit of thickness of metal there. I'll come back and lay one, penetrating one right on the top of it. Okay, so that's got a nice penetrating weld straight on top. Okay, so that's structurally sound now. I went past the crack on that side there. I think I went past the crack on that side there. Probably should have drilled a hole in it. to stop the tear. But I'm going to finish this off now and put another one down through here. So we're all painted back up. Plenty of weld on there. Same on this side here. You can see we've welded down that crack there. I just have to go lighter on it from here on in. Well, let's put it back together again now. All that back onto here.
Thankfully we've got a nice wet day, and here I'm struggling to put this loader back on the front of the tractor by myself, with the big tractor hanging, taking the weight, and me driving the small tractor over the loader. Much fun.
Right, getting close now. So that pin there has to go into there. And that's got to go down into there. So let's see if we can get a rod in it to start with. Okay, half done. All I need to do now is hook up the hydraulics and get those 2 pins in finally, and away we go. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this this video. This sandy silver makes a great little crane. It'll lift 1800 kilos. Not rated for that, but it'll lift that, no problems. Anyway, catch you on the next one. Bye for now.